Okay. Last week we did a lot of playing with Rakdos mid before I went in for my operation on Wednesday. But Monday and Tuesday we pretty much played exclusively Rakdos. And something that I really wanted in Rakdos, there were two things that I said I really wanted in Rakdos. The first thing is I wanted a Torpor Orb. And there is no Torpor Orb, unfortunately, in Rakdos in Pioneer. However, there is a Torpor Orb in white. It is Tocatli Honor Guard. And so, Brendan, thank you very much. Appreciate it, my man. Thank you. But there is a Torpor Orb in the form of Tocatli Honor Guard, which is a white card in Pioneer. Another thing I said I wanted, and all this is for the Angels matchup, by the way. I wanted cards to help swing that Angels matchup because I was talking to people last night. I think I have lost to Angels at least once in every single prelim I've played, like in the last 7 prelims, 6 prelims. It's been a lot of prelims, and I've done well in the prelims, but I'm sick of losing to Angels. So I really want to tip the scales in that matchup, so I'm trying to find ways to do that. So one way to do that is I'm going to try Tocatli Honor Guards today. The other way I said I wanted to do that is either Hallowed Moonlight or Containment Priest. I'm going to try Containment Priest today. And the reason I'm trying Containment Priest is it sits in play, so you don't only get one use out of it. It's going to stop their first Coco, and then hopefully it will stop more and stall them. Now, one awkward thing about Containment Priest, which I have actually run into already, that makes it worse than Hallowed Moonlight in some ways, is if Fable hits Chapter 3 with a Containment Priest in play, it immediately goes to exile, because that's a creature entering the battlefield that's not being cast. So, very awkward interaction. We'll see, if that ends up making me swap over to Hallowed Moonlight. It certainly could. But we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how often that comes up today. Now, I've tweaked the mana base a lot in this deck. In order to get this third color, we're also doing a couple Vanishing Verse. I think this is a really good card. Once you're playing white, I think you want to play a couple copies. I'm only playing 2 because I still think a Braid is pretty important in the format. It blows up Skysov. It blows up Bankbuster in the mirror. It's also just generically a pretty reasonable removal spell. I'm still playing 1 Power Word Kill. Again, generically, pretty good removal spell. Still want a copy. Dreadbore, same thing. I don't love it, but I do want a copy of it still. I think it's better than the third copy of Verse would be. I just like being flexible with the removal. But other than the Verses, I mean, we're just playing Rakdos mid again. But we've added some Verses. We've added a third color. We're going to see how this functions, and we're going to see if this is worth getting access to these white sideboard cards. I'm hopeful that it will work, but we'll see. I've gone up a land to kind of help smooth out our mana situation. We're playing 4 Savai Triomes, 4 Godless Shrine, 4 Blood Crypt. You would kind of expect all those. Those are pretty easy to put in the deck. But from there, I had to make a lot of changes to the normal Rakdos mana base. Genocide. Give me 1 Bedlam Reveler over the 3rd Shelly. I'm not doing that, but I like the idea. Is Bedlam... Man, I forget Bedlam Reveler is even legal in this format. Bedlam Reveler is legal in Pioneer, isn't it? We should try a Prowess deck with Bedlam Reveler at some point. That could actually be fun. Maybe we'll do that later. That's actually a really cool idea. I forgot that card's even legal in this format. But anyway, we're playing 4 Savai Triomes because I think you just kind of need to. And because I'm playing 4 Savai Triomes and 8 Shocks, I'm trying to play some check lands in here. We've got 2 Isolated Chapel and 2 Dragon Skull Summit instead of the standard Haunted Ridges. Give me a Dreadhorde Arcanist. I'm not giving you a Dreadhorde Arcanist either, man. We're going to play normal Rakdos with a couple of Vanishing Verses and then some good sideboard cards, and we're going to see where that takes us first. That's the first thing we're going to do today. Why don't I like fun? I do like fun. Winning is also fun. Don't worry, the new set's coming out soon. We'll get to tons of brews when that happens. But right now I want to try this. This is something I've had my mind on since, honestly, the end of the stream last Tuesday. So this is the first thing we're going to do today, and then we'll see. There's actually a prelim at 2 o'clock. We could do a prelim. We'll see how this goes. Am I going to try your brew? Are you talking about the Star of Extinction deck or something else? There are a lot of brews that we'll be able to play when the new stuff comes out. There's a lot of cool stuff we can try. I want to play Cough in a deck. You know I really like that Mandrax, that Anointed Procession mythic creature. I think that'll be playable in Pioneer too. Make your star happen. All right, I'll try my best. But anyway, the mana base, I'm trying some checks. I think these are good with all the swamps that we're playing, which leads me to, I ended up playing 3 basic swamps. I think you kind of have to when you're playing the check lands. You need enough swamps to make them get paid off. And I also still have a Castle Locked-Twin in here. So the swamps are really important, I think, to have my lands come in untapped. Very important that I can play Harvester, Vanishing Verse, Dreadbore, Stomp on turn 2, Abrade, all this. So the dream scenario, obviously, is Savai Triumph on 1, and then pretty much all my lands then are untapped, which is nice on turn 2. So part of the reason I'm playing 4. But we'll just see how this goes. I'm excited to give it a try. If you need to look at the deck, should be on the left side of your screen, Cardboard Live link. That's all I really have to say about it. Sideboard, we're doing pretty much all the same stuff as last week, but we're trying these hate pieces against decks like Angels. I thought about a Blood Baron of Escopa, too. Blood Baron of Escopa would be kind of an interesting one-of for the mirror. But that's something we can look at later. And honestly, Blood Baron's like okay against Angels. They're all white cards. Their entire deck is white cards, so Blood Baron has pro their deck. They do play Iganjo, though, which really kind of takes the stock of Blood Baron down a little bit. It's because everybody's playing Iganjo in these white decks. So even against like the mono white decks, they still can remove Blood Baron if you don't make it a 10-10, which is pretty unlikely to make it a 10-10. So no Lingering Souls makes this medium. I for one, am very happy we're not playing Lingering Souls. But yeah, I agree. We give up some stuff. We do give up some mana consistency, but I think Vanishing Verse is a pretty important card too. I mean, I was playing some games yesterday and I was able to hit Temp Lockdown with this. Obviously, it hits Leyline's Binding, hits Fires of Invention. I think it might make our bad matchups a little better, and I don't know that we'll be giving up that much against other matchups. We're just going to kind of see. This is what testing is for and learning is all about. So this is what we're going to try. We're going to hop into it. Okay. Losing a die roll, not a great start, I will say. Opponent is 3-1 in their league currently. We'll see what they're playing. Probably still show this chat, but let's make it smaller. There we go. It's better. Yeah, do you? Very cool. All right, well, we've got Savai Triumph. I'm in. This hand is gas. It just does everything we need it to. They're a Yorion deck, so they might be playing Fires. Not an amazing hand against Fires, but, I mean, I'm not going to mulligan this. My mana functions well. I've got pretty good cards, and they could be playing blue-white control, too, although it's very likely it's Fires, but either way. Don't believe I'm supposed to mulligan this. Pretty good draw there. For Pioneer and maybe some Standard. Yeah, I'm really excited for that card in Standard for sure. This is kind of a weird start. This is not... I don't think this is Fires. If it is, it's a really weird build. I wonder if they're playing Mardu Midrange. Are we playing a Mardu mid-mirror? That'd be unbelievable. I think we actually might be, though. I think they might be playing the Yorion black-red deck, which would be pretty hilarious. Okay, so the question is, what do I want to do here? I'm going to play this, and mirror off the bat? It's possible. I think I'm supposed to just play a Blood Tithe. But that's pretty bad into Fatal Push. The problem is I don't know what he's doing yet. I don't know if he's playing Skyclave Apparition. I don't know if he's just Rakdos playing Yorion as a companion. Hard to say. Oh, it's certainly better than Kroxa, yeah. There's like some argument to leave up Bone Crusher to kill a 2-2 off of Fable. We're just going to do this. I'm not sure what's going on is the reason we're going to do this. A little worried about Fatal Push here, but alright, he didn't have Push. That's a good start. Okay, maybe he just is Fires. Weird. Savai-Triome is not what you expect. Gonna put counters on that. It's a good play. It's a good play. Oh, I may as well attack. He can trade off, and then I just play Fable, I think. Could just play Bone Crusher to get more pressure, I guess. That's like kind of a real thing. But getting Kroxa going makes sense off the Fable. I'm going to play this on red. And we're going to play a Fable. This also gives me mana acceleration. I think that's important in this scenario. Okay. Fires of Invention. Yeah. Would love to draw one of those Vanishing Verses. Whoa. Destiny Spinner? Okay. Okay. Well, I definitely need to pitch 2 cards. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I think I want to pitch Kroxa and Bankbuster. But I'm not certain. I think that's what I'm going to do, though. Really need to find a Vanishing Verse. That would be quite ideal. Okay. Not great, but not the worst, I guess. We'll attack. If he blocks, I can stomp it, and then I'll probably play Trespasser and eat the Knight. That's not what I want. There we go. Okay, go ahead. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. That's really not good for me. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh. It's freaking disgusting. I think I'm really, really dead. I'm gonna just not waste our time anymore here. That's enough of that. Well. Go blanks, duress. Bankbuster's fine. Fatal Pushes are pretty bad, although they would have been okay there. Braid's really bad. I don't know that I really like Volley. It's obviously good against Arkan, but I think they only play 1. Thing about their deck is they don't really play that many creatures. I don't know how much removal we're supposed to have in. We've already got Dreadbore, Power Word, Kill, Double Vanishing Verse. I guess it's I mean, it's better than a push should be. So let's just get all these out of here. Well. Oh, I really hate Trespasser in this mashup, too. Maybe that's just how we want to do it. Something like this. K-Command is interesting, too, to me. Might be better than Trespasser. Thing is, though, we do just kind of have to get on the board against their deck. We have to pressure, I think. Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to try this. K-Command might come in on the draw. We'll see. Would I like to play first? I would. I would. Okay. Well, let's, alright, this is ridiculous. We're up a land today. And we've seen 1 land and 2 7s in a 26 land deck. It's a little unrealistic, I would say. Oh, well, I don't... Even if this hand, like, draws running... I guess if we drew running lands, it would be fine, but it still is not even a very good hand. It doesn't have Thoughtseize or Duress. I'm going to mulligan. Alright, well, we function. Get rid of this, and I'm going to get rid of this. Well, not a great start, but mulling to 5 here really has nothing to do with the deck. We just couldn't draw a land, and I'm literally up lands in this deck from original Rakdos, so same thing would have happened with Rakdos, I guess. Play this, play this. Fable was a really good draw, I'll say that. Kind of exciting, I guess. Sure, okay. There's Savitron, that's going to be a good discard. I'm going to shock this in and play a Fable. Not much to think about so far in this game. Combat, attack you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just gonna pitch both lands, I think. Okay, combat. This is absolutely ridiculous how badly we're drawing in this game. Mull to 5, and then... I mean, we did draw a Fable, I guess, but, like, come on, dude. We did. We did indeed find the land pocket. I need to try to find, like, a Duress or something, I think. Alright, 5 lands in a row off the top. That makes sense. I might just have to play the Bone Crusher. I'm not happy about this, but I have to pressure or I'm gonna die. I'm probably gonna die anyway. We mulled to 5 and I've drawn 5 lands in a row starting on turn 2, so yeah, I agree. I think I have to, but This is not a winning formula. We're about to get Fires of Invention. But what are you going to do? Like, I could have kept my 6, I guess, and been a little greedy. Comes a, yep, Binding. Yep, Binding into Enigmatic or Fires, just auto lose. That's true, Ectoplasm, it is. It really is. Probably just concede to Enigmatic, to be honest. Okay, Fires I can maybe beat. Fable, okay. Yeah, maybe beatable, we'll see. Dude, what is this? Is that 7 lands in a row? 6 lands in a row? Now I kind of need to draw like a Vanishing Verse. It's absolutely unbelievable how badly we've drawn in this. Honestly, in the like, our game 1 hand was pretty good, not for the matchup, and then we didn't draw a Verse or a Hand Hate spell. But this game, I mean, 0 lands into 1 land into a functional hand that has drawn 6 lands in a row starting on turn 2. So, not much you can do. Not much you can do. I'm just going to do this and cycle this. And land? I almost want it to be a land. Let's make it 7 in a row. Clean 7 lands in a row. Why would I draw anything else? Oh, Bankbuster. Alright, first spell in 7 cards. How could I be mad at that? Oh, we're going to attack. He'll probably trade. Yeah. That's... Come on. Playing 1 more land does not increase the percentage on every individual draw step that much. It's almost equally as unlikely to do it in this deck as it is in a 25 land deck. The difference in percentage per draw is like 1.5%. It's very low. On that topic, though, you could say the same thing about me complaining about not opening many lands. It actually isn't that much more likely that you don't have to mulligan with this deck than with a 25 land deck. But still, 43% of your deck is lands. Right, but how much more... What is the difference between 25 and 26? You know what I'm saying? It's not much. We're going to play this, and he's going to play land and pick up Yorion, and I'm going to lose. Yeah, there you go. If you want to call 1.7% huge, then go for it. Genocide, that's not huge at all, mathematically. I mean, even if your deck is 50% lands, in 7 cards, you should draw 3.5 lands, not 7 lands, right? Or 6. I mean, that's just... So, drawing 6 or 7 lands in a row is always just... Even in lands, like, drawing 6 in a row is not that likely. Always round up, sure. Right on time. Right on time. Man, it's still only 1.7%, man. That's not really that much. Probably dead here. I guess let's do this. Excuse me. Maybe. We maybe could. We'll, I mean, at the end of the day, we also mulliganed to 5. This game was a disaster all around. And we mulled to 5 because we had no lands, so, you know, it was just kind of both ends of it here. You have to remember, too, 4 of our lands can cycle and turn into new cards as well. So, what's up, Logan? How's it going, man? Very nice. It does. Yeah, it does. It does, Genocide, for sure. That was just frustrating. No. No, it will not. It's also it's particularly tilting because we're playing the consistent deck, our opponent's playing an 80 card pile, and they just had fires both games, like on 7 and 6. Like, well, I'm just starting today, Logan. I've been off for the last 4 days. I had surgery last Wednesday. So, okay. They might be on Rakdos. Yeah. Ooh, no red source, a little awkward, but it might actually still be a keepable hand on the draw, especially. I get to go Thoughtseize into Verse, into Trespasser. That's fair, Genocide. I'm going to try this. Let's see what happens. But yeah, Logan. Not too bad, at least. Alright, Shock Thoughtseize. Push, Fable, Bone Crusher, Shield Red. I'm just taking the Fable. His hand is actually horrendous. Not even that sad I can't play the Harvester. I almost don't want to. Alright, so that's his hand. As long as we draw some lands and can play it. Dude, are you... Oh, alright. Well, that's just the kind of day it's going to be, I guess. Opponent has an absolutely awful hand, and then probably top decks the one of Bankbuster off the top, so... That's great. Your day is starting beautifully for me. Alright, well, pass. But anyway, Logan, yeah, I don't know how much you've been following lately, but I've been having a fair amount of stomach issues. So they ended up taking out my gallbladder. Yeah. But I was, unfortunately, I've been having the same symptoms anyway, and I was just at the doctor yesterday. Oh, they missed a land at least. I guess that's good. I was at the doctor yesterday, and they were telling me that... No, I haven't yet. Genocide. We'll just eat this, I guess. But at the doctor yesterday, they were telling me that removing the gallbladder is probably actually not going to fix the symptoms I was describing, but it was messed up anyway, so eventually it may have had to get removed regardless. Okay. No sit-up redemptions, please no. And not anytime soon, please. Alright, well... How do I want to play this? Probably just get Fable down. I think I just want to get Fable in there. Their hand is push, push, Shieldred. You do gotta love magic. That is accurate. Alright, Fable. Have already a pretty free discard here. Could have gone double spell with Blood Tithe plus Vanishing Verse, but I don't want a Vanishing Verse, a Bone Crusher. That ain't it. Just gonna pass it over. I'm not gonna attack into Bankbuster. That seems horrendous. Although this does signal to them that I don't have Fatal Push. There's no guarantee they would fire up the bank there anyway. It would probably be a pretty greedy play, but if they did it, it would screw me real bad. So... And thank you, Logan. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's not been fun. Okay, I certainly will block. Okay. Interesting. Pitch this and pitch this, I think. Okay. Thoughtseize is interesting, at least. Huh. Probably want to go like Thoughtseize you, hardcast this. I think that seems correct to me, I guess. Let's do this. Thoughtseize. And actually attack with this pretty freely now. Alright, I'm just gonna, I guess, take the Shelly. You can have all these 1-for-1 removal spells. I don't really care. Don't love trading with the bone here, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay, sure. Oh, this is hit. I'm so dumb. I thought this... Whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm still just going to play this. You can kill this if he'd like. I think he's supposed to just activate the bank here. Yeah, good play from him. Trying to cast opponent's spells. Yeah, I know. Wrong deck for that. But yeah, Logan, the sit-up redemptions would not be great for me today. I still definitely am feeling it. It's gotten better, for sure. It was really bad the first couple days. Man, does that procedure hurt. But, I'm doing a little better now, so that's good. Why would you not play the bone there? It's a little odd. Okay. Well, that's a pretty good draw. I can rebuy Croxa as soon as we find another red source. Which is kind of cool. But for now, we have plenty of other plays. I'm just going to play Trespasser and eat his Bone Crusher now. Goodbye, Bone Crusher. Gonna have 6. Pretty happy with my hand. I'm gonna keep all these for now. Like the scary thing is eventually he's gonna draw a Trespasser, and that will suck, but okay. What if I go for a double block? That'll bait out a removal spell, and then I can just kill it. I think that makes some amount of sense. I'm going to do that. See if I can bait out. Hopefully he doesn't have Stomp, but I'm going to do this. Let's see what he does. Okay. Kill this. And really, I just wanted him to commit mana there. I think that's a pretty okay exchange for me. Okay, we can stomp that. And things are looking kind of okay right now. Another Hive's a little annoying. Okay, there's a red source. Enters tapped, but that's fine. We've got plenty of other things to do with our mana here. Stomp. If he's smart, he'll push his own guy. I actually wonder if this was a mistake. Okay, he's not smart. Thank you, opponent. Appreciate that play from you. I guess there is a Kroxa he needs to worry about, but I don't know that it was smart to let that happen from his end. I think I would have just pushed my own guy there. Instead, he's just gonna lose his entire hand. There is no way that's a winning formula. Okay. Well, opponent is playing pretty poorly. See if we can punish it. Just really hope they don't top deck a way to exile my Kroxa. That would be very frustrating. Are you frickin' kidding me, dude? My opponents are playing... This guy specific, like, he has done nothing well in this game, and it's just not going to matter. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The best part is, both of his top decks were, like, one-ofs or two. Like, the Bankbuster's probably a one-of. He peeled it off the top after getting Thought Seized, and then this is at most a two-of. Which he peeled off the top when he's, like, well behind in this game, by the way. Well behind. Alright, whatever. And now he gets to fire up Hive and eat my Kroxa. What a just absolutely vomit-inducing sequence of events here. Yep. Maybe I can tell you what the winning lottery numbers are going to be tonight. Yeah, well, maybe this guy could. I certainly couldn't. I would probably tell you the opposite. Yeah, here's all that red mana we needed too, by the way. Of course, all of it just makes sense. All right. How do I win? Is there any way to win this game? I kind of feel like I'm going to lose. I'm going to lie, I'm a little frustrated too. But, I mean, it's not over yet. Certainly don't need to concede, but my goodness, am I behind? Because he's about to replay a Kroxa. I could blood into something. Let's see what we draw. Could hit the third Trespasser, I guess. Fable. That's a good card. I'm gonna take 3. I'm just so far behind. I'm not gonna spend my time on this game. I know that we're gonna have to win 2 longer games probably. Let's just very, very frustrating there. All right, K command. Go blank. So something I've started to try in this matchup, I don't know if it's right or not, but I've actually started to try boarding out Shieldrids. I'm going to continue to do that. And I actually leave in Thoughtseizes to deal with Bankbusters specifically. So let's see if that continues to work for me. I'm only going to have 1 go blank. It's like fine, but... could see the second go blank over a Harvester maybe, but let's try this. We'll take the play. A little awkward, but certainly keeping. Okay, looks like he left Thoughtseize in too. Interesting. Probably takes my Fable. He might take my Thought. I mean, my hand is... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he takes. Yeah, did take Fable. I kind of figured that would be the case. Thoughtseize you. Got Bankbuster, Bone Crusher. They just rip the bank. That way I don't have to abrade it. Play this, go. Oh, at least our mana looks good this game. Not going to be too many issues with that, I don't think. Okay. Go ahead and go blank him. I think, anyway. I think this makes sense to go blank here. Just get our 2 for 1. He may just end up hard casting a Bone Crusher, we'll see. So we know he has Fatal Push, Bone Crusher, Blood Crypt in hand? Sure. Yep. Stomp me. Yep. I'm just going to have to abrade this. You want this on black. Excuse me. Okay. Well, at least that cycles. Play this on probably still this black, honestly. This should be enough red. And didn't want another red. I've got 3 black already. I'm actually going to go red with this. Cycle. Okay, I'm just going to hold that to redraw. It's been a really frustrating match. Really frustrating league so far. I feel like my opponents are just running absurdly well. Especially this guy. I mean... absolutely ridiculous. I play 3 Bank Busters. I haven't seen one. He's already seen 2 copies in the top 11 cards. We dealt with 1. Cycle. Okay, that's something, I guess. Pitch a push. There's a castle too. It's ridiculous. Alright, Bank Buster is really good though. There we go. Now we're playing the game. Now we're playing the game. Alright, go ahead, opponent. Ectoplasm. We could. Could definitely do that. I don't know, though. I mean, we're playing white. Like, playing Vanishing Verse in the main is, I think, fine. Would have loved to draw a Vanishing Verse last game, you know? Last match. Okay, I'm going to save Fatal Push. Don't want to use that yet. Stomp there. I think I go Shock, Blood Tithe, go. Don't feel in great position, but not in awful position either. It's certainly a winnable game. Stomping my guy. Alright, I want to push my own creature, but I really need an answer to his Hive and his Bank Buster, so I think, unfortunately, that just has to occur. Which is obviously not good, but... also, putting that in his graveyard means Kroxa comes back that much quicker, and that's probably really bad for me, so... okay. Okay. Question is, do I take this, or do I use the push? I really want to draw that card, get a little deeper in the deck. I think I'm going to take the damage. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I really need to draw a card here. Obviously a lot of damage, but... sure. Draw a card. Yeah. Why is there... Gosh dang it. There not being an upkeep stop there is really awkward. I think that pretty much kills me. I was probably dead anyway, but I really wanted to be able to blood the Thoughtseize away before my draw step, and then Fatal Push, and then do my draw step. Yeah, this has been a pretty tilting start. Obviously, yeah, our deck construction has hurt us. Certainly in game 1 there, not having the double red. But, like, my opponent's draw was so ridiculous. Like, that... I don't know. It's the top deck Bank Buster game 1, just so stupid. Into the top deck Croxa, too. Like, they were behind twice by miles. I think I was miles ahead, and the top of their deck just said, no, no. Let's give it back to him. Alright, well, this is a good hand. We're going to keep this. Question is, do I shock on turn 1? I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. Frustrating start, but we can still easily get a 3-2 out of this, so... Not gonna be too upset. I think we ran very badly. Okay, that's just gonna eat a Fatal Push. Guess we're playing against black-white zombies, huh? Kinda cool. Mono black zombies verse away. Gonna play this, gonna play a bank. They're probably playing the Drain Zombie, maybe the Tap Zombie. I'm trying to think if there are any other reasons to be white. There certainly might be. Okay. They might be playing like the Return to the Ranks stuff. Okay. I kind of just want to go Graveyard Trespasser here. Leaves the ability to block. Yeah, I like Trespasser. It also just starts eating their yard. So I'm pretty happy with my hand. The Fable loot isn't that important quite yet, I don't think. Go. Missing lands. I guess them playing the okay, I'll block. And he could be playing Extraction Specialist or something weird, so I'm just going to block here. Pretty easy block for me, I think. And then if he wants to push it, he can 2-for-1 himself. That's fine with me. Yep. Dread Wanderer, sure. Just gonna have 6 here. See if he has another land. I assume a black source is incoming here. We'll see though. No. Okay, I'm just gonna save this. We're just gonna go land Fable now. I'm feeling quite good about where we're at here. Ahead. Sure. Works for me. I guess that's more of these is a reason to maybe have blocked this, but we'll be okay. Yep. I don't even know that I'm going to loot anything away. I'm pretty happy with this hand. Alright, I might loot that away. Although, I kind of like it, to be honest. He's just got 4 spells over there. I'd kind of like to know what they are. Yeah. Let's take a gander. Kind of learn what's going on. Then I can attack and play Shelly. Fatal Push, Diregraph Colossus, Lord of the Accursed, Wayward Servant. Kind of just want to take that Lord of the Accursed. I think that's by far the most dangerous card in his hand. Fatal Push. The Colossus is scary too. His hand is actually kind of dangerous. I still think it's probably Lord of the Accursed though. Diregraph Colossus is concerning to me, though. I think I want it to be the Lord. Combat. Going to attack. I can draw a card off this and stomp. Technically, he can't trigger Revolt yet either, so I mean, playing the Shieldred is not that ridiculous at all. They just commit to not blocking and not giving him Revolt. And then just start getting the drains. The problem is, though, then he can just set up a block, but then he has to leave a mana open. I wonder if I do just play this. Actually, thinking about this more, I'm just going to jam this. Because this really ties up his mana even more. Like, what's he going to do? Not play his Diregraph Colossus? Like, obviously, yeah, I can't block, but I don't care. I'm just going to gain a bunch of life off my draw steps. And if he taps out, then he won't have Revolt, so then he doesn't really get to block. Okay. Nice. Well, Ritual of Soot seems good. K-Command seems good. Probably about it. Kroxa I don't really like that much. Bankbuster I don't think I like that much. Didn't do much that game for us, that's for sure. Am I going to SCG Indy? Yes. Yes, I am. It's the limited one, right? In, like, what, 2 weeks? It's not even that far off. I think it's like 2 weeks away, isn't it? The 5th? Is it actually 1 week? Is it next weekend? Modern and limited, yeah. I'm excited to play some limited. Maybe I'll do them. I don't know if is the main event is limited, right? Or are there 2 main events again? Wonder if there's ever a world where you go down a land. I think in a matchup like this, I might be willing to go down a land. Could see getting rid of, like, the Castle Lock Twain, maybe. Limited in main event. Okay, yeah, that's the one I'm excited for. Sunday is modern. I see. Okay. We could also not bring in the K command. We don't have to bring in the K command. Yeah, what if we just don't bring in the K command? It's almost identical to how I typically board against mono white, so makes some amount of sense. But I think K command is like kind of good versus them. I'm just gonna cut the castle. Let's see how that goes. K command is a really powerful card against a deck like this. I think I want it. It's different against mono white because like all their removal exiles. Oh, the good news is Castle would not have made this hand keepable. Okay, this one is fine. It's not good, but it's good enough to keep. Getting rid of the Blood Crypt, I believe, here. At least they're on a mulligan as well. So that's helpful. I wonder if they're also playing Wedding Announcement. They certainly could be. Okay, Champion of the Parish, not a bad start for them. Okay. Thoughtseize. He has a Reaver, I might just have to take that. He has a Crypt Breaker. And a Wayward Servant. What do I need to take? So what's, I mean, worst case scenario is I just brick and don't draw spells. So if I'm not drawing spells, what is going to be the worst card for me? Probably Crypt Breaker. Lord of the Accursed is an issue too, but like almost all my 1-for-1 removal can deal with it other than Stomp. Stomp, that's the concern. If I don't take the Lord of the Accursed, it basically kills Stomp. And I have 4 of those to draw to, so I guess I should probably play to that. And just take the Lord of the Accursed for now, even though he doesn't have a 3rd land, but to take the Lord of the Accursed and then kill the Crypt Breaker. Or not kill the Crypt Breaker, kill the champion, rather. That's what I'm going to do. I just don't want to draw Stomps in 2 turns and them just not be live if he top decks a land. I think that's just too dangerous. I hate letting him have Crypt Breaker, I do, but I think I just have to in this spot. Sure, it's fine. I think he'll be efficient with his mana. Yep. Sure thing. So this gets Dreadboard. Excuse me. Love to draw a Stomp right now. How about that? Nope. I can cycle for a new card later once Sheoldred's in play. It's kind of nice. Just going to play this here. Give this the old Dreadboard. Go ahead. Go ahead. It only has 2 cards. One is Crypt Breaker, so I don't feel awful about where I'm at. Gonna be pretty hard for him to double spell. He needs black land and then like 2-drop. Okay. That's pretty disgusting, but what are you gonna do? Could have been worse. He could have had a 2-drop there and been able to draw a card off Crypt Breaker. I would have been more concerned about that, to be honest. Alright, meanwhile, I've not drawn a single spell in the game. I'm definitely going to be cycling this Triome, I guess. Okay. Not awful. Not great, but not awful. Okay, never mind. Everything is terrible. Opponent top decks a Thoughtseize as well. It's just... They took Shelly? That's an odd take there. I don't think Shelly was beating them. I don't get why you wouldn't just take the removal spell. Because if you take the removal spell, I just play Shelly, you give everything Menace, and I die. Almost. Like... But, okay. I also think they probably should have drawn a card here. But who cares? Our opponent probably won't get punished. Yep, I draw another land. That makes sense. Well... I mean, I'm gonna kill this, I guess. Not really any other option. And I may as well play this tapped. Again, no real reason not to. Go. See if they can top deck another really good card off the top of their deck. I guess at this point it doesn't even matter because they have Crypt Breakers, so any card is a 2/2, which drains me for 1. I pretty much have to top deck one of those 3 rituals here. I think that's pretty much the only out. Stomp. Stomp, I guess, keeps me alive too. Okay. I'm not sold that... Yeah, that's just worse than discarding that. Our opponents have played so badly in this league. That's one of the most tilting things about it so far, too, is, like, that play was awful. Just pitch that. Like, because then you get to buy it back, so just, like, making a free 2/2. I mean, seriously, I drew 1 spell in the entire game. It's turn 5. We cut a land, so we're only playing 25. Like, ugh. Man, oh man, dude. I'm just getting clowned today. Like, so far, the fact that I'm playing white has really only cost me in a single game. Every other game is just me just not drawing any spells. Or mulling to 5. And also not drawing spells. That's been the league so far. Savage top deck after savage top deck. And then I can't draw a spell. Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to change anything. I think we just need to draw a little better. Easier said than done. Would like to play first. Okay. This hand is very good. What do I get rid of? I think it's Shieldred? I believe it's Shieldred, but there's some argument for other stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's Shieldred. Especially because K-Command could have bought back the Shieldred, but we might use the K-Command to just, like, kill something you discard. I think that's pretty real, so. Looks like opponent's on a mulligan at least, too. Also, I'd be curious what my average hand size has been this league. I've mulled to 6 at least twice. Mulled to 5 once. It's not been very high. For a deck that, like, is supposed to really be the most consistent deck in the format. It's like one of the reasons red-black is good, in my opinion, is it just is a pile of very good cards. Well, I'm gonna lead on, I think, the Savai Triome, and then I can go Thoughtseize Push next turn. I think that makes sense to me. I suppose I could also go, like, Thoughtseize you. Is there any upside to just Thoughtseizing on turn 1? I'm sure there's some upside to it. If he had Thoughtseize, I would maybe want to take Thoughtseize, depending. Because he can rip my Fable. Kind of an annoyance. But I kind of like being able to, like, stomp if I draw a stomp. I'm going to do this. I like having more information on the Thoughtseize, too. Thoughtseizing a Thoughtseize is pretty small ball. It's not what I'm looking for when I'm casting Thoughtseize. Yep. I assume he takes Fable. He might take Thoughtseize, though. Who knows? I assume he takes Fable, though. I am. What's up, DBZ player? How's it going, man? Takes the Fatal Push? That surprises me a lot. That's a nice draw there. Let's play this. Thoughtseize. He kept a one-lander. Okay. Well, his hand is awful. I think I just take... I mean, I'm going to take one of his threats. I think I just take the Lazatap Reaver. It's the only thing that 2-for-1s me. Crypt Breaker's always going to die to this K command. Same with Champion of the Perished. Yeah, I'm just taking the Reaver. I'm going to take the only card in his hand that 2-for-1s me if he draws a land. Headless Rider will eventually 2-for-1 me once he draws 2 lands, but... I think he missed a land. Sure. That's fine. Yeah. I believe I'm just going to Fable first. Ooh, that's a really interesting draw, actually, too. It starts pressuring him, which I kind of like, to be honest. So I really want to save this to deal with Crypt Breaker. I think I just put this in play. Maybe. A tough call, because Fable obviously is just so good, too. Maybe I actually just Fable. This is a lot better against a Fatal Push, though, if he top decked a Fatal Push, right? I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna do this. It's like putting him under the gun a little bit here, which I think this certainly does. Pressure that life total, make Crypt Breaker a lot less good. Why would they not play Crypt Breaker there? So they must have a Fatal Push, right? It's like obvious I have Fatal Push situation. I'm actually going to hold this in my hand. I am going to attack. Like, I'm very okay with him fatal pushing this. I just get to buy it back with K command and make him discard, so seems great. Eat this, I guess. Okay, I'm fine with 3 for wanting you. That seems good to me. Play this, go. I think he just, like, it's so awkward. Like, he can't even really afford to kill the Glutton. It's just way too many cards, but he's going to do it anyway. Fine with me. Yep, opponent getting 3 for 1 on this. Embarrassing. Said we're just going to hold that land. It's definitely going to be a new card. Okay, Mutavault. Okay, rally the ranks. There it is. So he has Headless Rider, Crypt Breaker in hand. Both of which, mind you, die to this K command. It's pretty sweet. Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing. Pitching a couple of lands. Boom, boom. There we go. Combat, attack. I'm just going to play another Fable. Let's just start generating. Actually, that might be a lie. It's nighttime. Yeah, I'm just going to play Trespasser. Way more pressure. Do not need another Fable here at all. Eat these. Drain 2. Go ahead. Sure. Yeah, I mean, that's a little annoying. Definitely gets in the way. Certainly will say that. It does get in the way. But opponent's still just like in huge trouble. Oh, that's a good draw. Go ahead and exile this. They might concede to me playing this, I would imagine. They're just way too far behind at this point. We'll see, though. Then we get to play another Fable as well. Still with the K command in hand they know about, but goodbye to this. Boom, boom. Excuse me. Not gonna lie, chat. Was kind of expecting a concession there. I respect the no concession. But they are very, very, very dead. Took them a little longer than I thought it would, but we'll take it. All right, a W. Let's go. We finally drew some spells and some lands in a reasonable sequence. Opponent didn't top deck us over and over again. They kind of did in game 2 a little bit, but I'll take a dub there. It's about time. First 2 rounds were pretty frustrating. Not the most legit deck in the world, obviously, black-white zombies, but whatever. We'll take a W. would like to play first. How many zero landers am I going to look at today? That's the... What's the over-under on this? Alright, well, we're going to keep this. It's just... It's comical how stupid it is. It's unbelievable how many moles I've had to have today. So far already. So dumb. Go ahead. I don't even feel like I'm getting very legit testing in, because my deck's just not functioning. Just refusal to function. Yeah, alright. I think I'm going to stomp that right now. And then play this, and then play this on 4, more than likely. There are certainly better things to kill, though. Maybe I don't stomp that, actually. Leave up a Braid, then I could have Braid Kari Zev if he has a Kari Zev. Could be playing like Robert. Oh, you know what? He might be playing Goblins, too. This could just be mono-red Goblins. I'm actually just going to say go ahead. I was thinking mono-red at first, and he's going to be mono-red, but he might just be on Gobos. He's just going to be playing Gobos. I'll take the damage. Do nothing. Okay, I'm going to try to stomp. Wonder if he'll stomp his own guy. No, okay. So I do think he's playing Goblins then. I'm going to play this on red. Play this. Go. What? Okay. Opponent. Do people just not understand the interaction of kill my own guy? Or what? Because, like, this is the second time in the league we've run into this, where somebody just... DBZ player, it wasn't too bad. I'm mostly recovered from the surgery at this point. It still hurts a little bit. I mostly notice it if I, like, cough or sneeze, especially. Sneezing hurts really bad. Unfortunately, though, I'm still having the same symptoms, and I was just at the doctor's office yesterday and was talking with them for a while, and the doc was like, yeah, it sounds like the surgery actually probably wasn't ever going to fix those, so you're going to put me on some new medications starting today, and that was pretty annoying to hear. But I will say, the surgeon did say the gallbladder was messed up, so it's possible it would have caused me problems down the line. But still just a pretty annoying thing to hear. I think I just have to abrade this. I'm going to play this on black. Let's deal with this. So this guy is just playing Annex Cleave, I would imagine. I'm going to attack for 4 here, try and get some damage in. I don't love my position. I feel like we're going to get, like, Tor branded here, and it's not going to be good for me, but... yeah, there's the Annex. That was... okay. That was kind of the concern. Can I draw spells? Is it possible that I could draw spells in games of Magic? Perhaps. Some spells. I mulligan every single game because I don't have lands, and then we just don't draw spells. It's so ridiculous. Alright, well, let's do this, I guess. I'm in quite a bit of trouble if he has Cleave and a land, but what can you do? Yep, sure. Okay. I'm going to play this tapped. I'm going to say go. Leave a blocker back. It probably won't matter, but I'm going to leave a blocker back. Just stone dead to a Cleave. Okay, Fanatical Firebrand, sure. Gives him 2 1/1s if he blocks, which I assume he probably will. Or if he trades, which I assume he probably will. But Imagine how much easier this game would have been for my opponent if he just would have stomped his own guy. He's still going to beat me anyway, don't get me wrong. But if he would have stomped his own guy, like, would have been easy peasy. Okay. Maybe a spell? That is a spell. Does qualify. Let's see if we can find another spell. Nope. I probably want to be able to cycle that, so I think I go swamp, push, cycle. I think I'm pretty screwed here, though. Because if he activates Castle, it's just so much damage. 3, 5, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, I'm taking 12 damage, and then I'm just dead to Ramanap Ruins. Yep. Alright, well. Pretty ridiculous, but here we are. Rituals. Cake Man's like fine. I think I want it. Bankbuster, not very good. Croxa is like fine. Don't love Croxa, but I don't hate it either. We'll try the old trim a land strategy. Actually, that might be a lie. Thoughtseize is really not very good against this deck. It's fine at best. I might leave 2 in. I think I'd rather have a 26th land than a 3rd Thoughtseize, though. Excuse me. Yeah, okay. I didn't think of either of these. Yeah, these don't really do anything. So, Kotley is, at the end of the day, just like a 1-3, but I don't think it's what I want. I would like to play first. Oh my goodness, a keepable 7? No way! I didn't know my deck could do this. I didn't know I could keep 7 cards. Alright, let's play this. Go. It's a very good 7, too. This is how we draw it up right here. Let's hope we can do it 2 games in a row. I agree. I should keep 7s more often. Open good hands. I wish I could do that. Maybe I'm just saving it for San Diego when it matters. Okay. Well, that's a really good draw, too. Alright, I'm just going to play a Harvester. Pretty easy Harvester turn, I think. Go. I will say, this is a matchup where Extinction Event would be a lot better than Ritual of Soot, I think. Annex is a real pain. And they are mostly odds. They do have some evens, but they have a lot of odds in this deck. A lot of 1s, and then Annex, obviously. But we'll do our best to make it work. Burning Tree. Okay, sure. Okay. Yep, sure. Annoying, to say the least. Fable. Go. Swifty. Okay. Sure. Well, if we draw an untapped land here, I don't think we can lose. If we don't, though, we're in trouble. Okay. So I think I just get rid of Fable Savai-Triumph and let's see what we can hit here. Huh. It's very dangerous if I don't hit the land, though. But I mean, if I don't hit the land, I'm drawing spells I can cast. I guess I do have 2 more Shellys and Rituals and a couple Thought Seizes, so those are all pretty awful draws, but I still think that's the best pitch. There we go. I think we just Ritual. Especially because I haven't flipped this Fable yet. Let's go ahead and kill all his stuff. Go. And if he can kill my Shieldred, I can buy it back with K-Command if he has a Roast, which is pretty sick. Okay. Well, this deals with that, too. Although I don't really think that matters that much, to be honest, but it is annoying if he can eat my Shelly, for sure. How do I want to play this? I think I just make him have the Roast, honestly. If you have it, you have it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play some Shelly. Shelly action here. Okay. Okay, we'll see if he has a Roast. A Braid, that's fine with me. Yeah, okay. Him not killing Shieldred means the game is almost certainly over. Yeah, he agrees. Nice that I didn't even have to show him this. Okay, well, do I want to change anything? You've never heard it called Shelly? Seriously? I call it Shelly all the time. That's funny. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to change anything. Little skeptical of these Thought Seizes, but I do think they're better than other cards would be. Probably. Now that I've seen Burning Tree, Tocatli is like a little more interesting. Still probably awful, but it's at least more interesting. Excuse me. I think Thoughtseize is fine. It's not good. I'm not like jumping for joy that Thoughtseize is in my deck, but wow. It's not a great hand, but I do think I need to keep it, so really, he doesn't have a 1-drop? Interesting. Okay, well, we're about to play the game of can Dykeman draw a land? I need to draw a couple lands. Typically very bad at doing this when I play this game, drawing lands. Not one of my strong suits. Okay, multiple Burning Trees. It's not a good start. That explains the keep with no 1-drop. Okay, that's a nice draw. How do I want to play this? I really don't want to spew a Dreadbore. Kind of just want to go Blood Tithe, to be honest. Blood Tithe go. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because, like, scariest play is him just playing the Bone Crusher, like land, Annex, or Bone Crusher. Annex is fine because I have Verse. If he kills the Blood Tide, then I'm just going to eat with Trespasser, so I think I'm in fairly good shape. Opponent in the tank over there. Probably a good sign for me. Maybe a good sign for me. We'll see. Land. Sure. Okay, has another Bone Crusher. A little bit annoying, but whatever. Okay. I think it's like Trespasser here. Keeps these back. Gains me a life. I'm pretty into it. Don't need more red mana. Let's just do this. Trespasser. More red mana would have been okay, but it's really not necessary at all. Go. Probably keeps my opponent back, hopefully. A Braid, okay. Well, we'll take the 2 for 1. Alright, I'm just going to shock and play Shieldred then. And hopefully they don't top deck something annoying. With how the rest of this league is gone, I wouldn't be surprised if they just draw like a perfect thing, but what are you going to do? Okay. Sure. Well, I've got Vanishing Verse for Embercleave. That's the key right now. I think I just like Blood Tithe go. Then we leave up Vanishing Verse. Makes the most sense to me. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I almost don't even want to Vanishing Verse. I kind of just want to pop Bloods. Because this is just a very easy block board for me. Very easy block. I guess if I verse the Den, then I can just Dreadbore this. Verse is still probably okay. Okay, add another one, sure. That's actually pretty gross. That was a really, really sick draw. Well, now I kind of just want to Blood Tithe kill this off. I think that makes sense. activate blood. Discard this. Okay, that's really disgustingly good. Play Fable Go. Good attack, but seems somewhat unnecessary. Nice. Alrighty. Can we get the 3-2? It has been a nightmare of a league. We have really not drawn well in a lot of games, but if you get a 3-2 out of it, it's hard to complain. So, we are Hawaii. We are having some fun. It's a Dykeman. It's not. No. A Dykeman 5-0 is a 4-1. Don't confuse it with a 3-2. Come on, that's not fair to me or the Dykeman 5-0. That's the Jund 5-0. The 3-2 is the Jund 5-0. And I guess we are basically playing Pioneer Jund, so it's fitting. There you go. It's a Dykeman 4-1, yes. Agreed. Agreed. Missing Rhino and Abzan charm. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me. I would like to play first. This deck is missing Reveler. I don't know that's what it's missing, but I'll let you continue to think that. I'm going to keep this. Probably lead basic Swamp Thoughtseize here. I did DBZ player, yep. Consider Axe, Spell Pierce. Okay, so Phoenix. I've got 2 Shieldreds, so I think I'm just going to take one of the considers. I did DBZ, yeah. Math was my major in college. Yeah, Genocide, I was an elementary teacher. Believe it or not. Yeah, I think it's Consider, though. Let him have Axe. He can deal with the first one, then I'll play another one. I think I like that. Alright, go ahead. Like I said, chat, coughing really does not feel good right now. Ow. Those poor kids. Yeah, no, I agree. It was imperative we got me out of there as soon as possible, you know? Oh, dude, that was bad. Yeah, I didn't. The kids knew more about computers than I did by a mile. You hit the nail right on the head there. I didn't have any idea how to use a computer. That's a little awkward. Actually, Vanishing Verse is kind of good in this matchup, though. The game should go for a while, so hopefully we can get to a point where I just wheeled out the old projector. No, I still used the computer, but I just was fairly inept at using said computer. Alright, that's gone, that's gone. Really hope they just slam a Shredder. That would be really nice. Okay. Yeah. It's a really good draw, actually. Really, really good draw. So I just play that, eat a Consider. Play this, eat your Consider. Go ahead. Phoenix, dude. Oh, man. That phrase makes me a little uncomfortable when we're talking about teaching kids, I'm not going to lie. Alright, well, I'm happy he let me flip my thing. Power word kill, not a great draw, but letting me eat his stuff, too. I'm very surprised that he wouldn't just Lightning Axe. I get that he loses a lot of cards, but I think this was a bit of a spew from him. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do not think letting me flip this put him in a great spot. But I guess, I mean, he never loses the axe. It's not going anywhere. But letting me eat his yard, a little awkward. He's definitely flooding over there. Not a great draw, but could have been worse. 4. He's also just taken 8 damage if, you know, he doesn't deal with this that he didn't need to take. Okay. Play this. Go. Oh, that's right. Shocker. Sheesh. Alright, well, I'm just going to keep 4-ing him. Next turn I also get to add a Shieldred to the mix, and he'll finally use that Lightning Axe, I guess, but fine with me. His fear of Shieldred has led to him taking 12 damage from this Graveyard Glutton. It's kind of insane. You have to assume he's going to find an actual good card eventually, but he's drawn pretty badly, I'm not going to lie. But I do think he's been a little too patient on on that axe. We'll see, though. Maybe it'll end up working out for him. Maybe. Maybe. Problem is, I mean, we can't wait forever. Like, waiting forever is not a great idea against Phoenix, because he could just do a bunch of stuff in one turn, right? Like, even this turn, he could go land pieces of the puzzle, consider Fiery Impulse here. Like, I guess he needs to make it, it needs to be day again before Impulse kills it, but things could go bad quickly. Phoenix is very explosive with 5 lands in play. Like, for all we know, he could literally buy back, like, 3 birds this turn. He could go pieces, Lightning Axe, pitch 2 birds, hit a bird on the Phoenix, or on the pieces, and boom, just 9 you out of nowhere. So we're certainly not out of the woods. I mean, Phoenix is a very dangerous deck. Okay, opponent still doing nothing. Would love a Thoughtseize. That would be... Ask and you shall receive. Alright, well, let's attack. Let's see if he continues to just take 1,000 damage from this. I think I jam one of the Shellys here and get that axe out of his hand, but there's an argument to just Thoughtseize him. Because if I Thoughtseize him and he wants to 3-for-1 himself on the Glutton, he can feel free, I guess. I just don't know how much I care about Lightning Axe. Like, he axes the Shelly, he goes to 4 cards, he probably pitches the Spell Pierce. I'm just trying to figure out what is in this guy's hand. Oh, you know what? He could have the copy spell. That would make playing Shieldred pretty awkward, actually. Okay, maybe I just Thoughtseize. I think I'm just gonna Thoughtseize, thinking about this more. And if he wants to Lightning Axe, he can feel free. Because he has to 3-for-1 himself here. And then I get to take another card out of his hand. So, a little awkward, but I assume he pitches Spell Pierce and then maybe a land. Not certain. Maybe another burn spell, who knows, but kind of, yeah, I think this plays right, because if he did have the copy spell... Okay, he has a Phoenix, sure. We got a Vanishing Verse for that. Okay, Spikefield Hazard, interesting. So he still has the Spell Pierce in hand. Treasure Cruise. Okay, I'm going to take the Cruise, obviously. Okay, the Otawara is pretty gross. But we're going to take that and just say go ahead, I guess. That Otawara is very frustrating. Okay, chart off the top, kind of gross, but pitches Spell Pierce, plays Otawara. Okay, well the good news is he doesn't have Spell Pierce anymore. The bad news is he just hit another Treasure Cruise off the pieces, and an Impulse, or Consider, depending. The good news is I can Vanishing Verse the Phoenix, though, so... But he has 2 Phoenixes now. This is what I was talking about. Like, this deck is just... It's always just like a top deck away from just murdering you. Oh, verse one of those. You're not playing Pokemon if I wanted that shiny T-Tar? Oh, another verse. Alright, well, I'm going to make him beat Shelly. But the verse there kind of a cool draw, I guess. Oh my god, he has an axe. Oh, he just has multiple burn spells. That's pretty gross too, but what are you going to do? Logan, I haven't really been playing it either, to be honest with you. Not that I won't get back to it at some point, but... I think I just jam Shieldred again, make him beat it. Could also go Abrade this, Vanishing Verse this. Those are both options. I kind of like making it where Cruise just kills him, though. And then this being non-optional is interesting, too. It's like a force trigger. The problem is... I don't know, there are definitely... There are issues with leaving these in play. If he just, like, has the extra turn spell and any other spell, I just lose. He's got 2 Treasure Cruises left. Three pieces of the puzzle left. Some number of charts left. Some number of considers and ops, obviously. Shieldred's a lot worse if he just, like, has more impulses and stuff, too, but I don't know how likely that is. It's a really tough call here. I think I'm just going to play to Shelly and make him beat it, and if he beats it, he beats it. I think this is my best chance to win. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's, you know, it's there. I don't think it's, like, one of the best, but it's a deck that punishes people for not being ready for it, that's for sure. This is so ridiculous, dude. He just has... Okay. And as a treasure cruise, of course. Temporal gets me too. I don't really care either way. Sure. Well, that's pretty tilting, but I don't know that I was supposed to kill his guys there. I think his top decks are a lot better than mine. Well, just watch me play the matchup. You'll learn how to lose. With Shelly. But no, I don't actually think the matchup is as favored for Red-Black as people seem to think it is, to be honest. Larry and I tested this matchup a lot before the RC, and I think I was actually up with Phoenix. We had a good board for Red-Black. We had the Outpost Siege and the Teferi, and they were really good, obviously. But, yeah, main deck Hearse is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, that will certainly help. Okay, our Braid sucks. Bone Crusher, really bad. And I think I want to cut a Power Word kill, leaving all the pushes. Power Word kill might be better than a push. It's kind of close, I think. But I think I'm going to do this. Okay, well, I am going to keep this. Pretty good hand. Pretty good hand. Gonna hope they don't have a Spell Pierce, because I just want to bank bust them here. You got this? Yeah, I hope so. I sure hope so. Banky boy. Okay, no Spell Pierce is nice. Hopefully they also don't have a Braid. Just gonna try and hit our land drops set up. It's a good start. This is definitely how I want the match to start. Okay, and they do nothing. I'm just gonna be drawing a card here. Please give me a land. Alright, well, there you go, Logan. This is how you lose the matchup. You play a 26 land deck, by the way, and you can't hit your third land. It's the story of the league for me. Okay. Okay. The good news is I can, like, Rending Volley Thoughtseize. It can be on 2 for a sec. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Just annoying. Alright, there's a land drop. That helps. So I think I go Rending Volley this Thoughtseize you. Pieces, Impulse, Consider. Well, we're going to take one of the pieces. Play this. Go. Okay. Sure. It's a nice draw there. Okay, I don't know if it is go blank time. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm going to be playing Hawaii. The commentators are Noah and Andrew and Kyle, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go for the go blank here. It's a good time to do it, I guess. We can't get spell pierced, which is nice. Okay. So I believe they have a steam vents in their hand. I think that is their hand. Yeah, the problem is Top Deck Cruise is just like always going to be good. They get to refuel here as they just consider opt, but it obviously would have been better before. So, okay, shocks. So does that mean they top decked crackling? No. Okay. Just shocking before doing. I mean, that seems like a really loose shock. I don't get it. But I'm happy they did it, I guess. Okay. So now we have to figure out how do we want to play this. Do we want to use the Bank Buster aggressively or passively? I kind of want to use it passively. I just want to shock, Fable, activate Bank. I think that seems like a pretty good turn to me. I believe that's what I'm going to do. Okay, go. Salundi Vision. Okay. God, he hits the third pieces. It's pretty disgusting. It's an Arclight and a Cruise. Yep. Yep. Yeah, no, this is kind of exactly how a lot of these games just play out for me against Phoenix. Is they just kind of do this. They just, if they draw a lot of pieces of the puzzle, when you're not playing like a card like Leyline or Hearse or stuff like that, like Gold Link just isn't good enough. Like it just doesn't. Like we got 13 cards off them this game, and it was still just, it didn't matter at all because they had. I mean, they did draw 3 pieces in the top 30, but no, not really. It is. Greasefang is still a played deck. Okay, that's a good thing to pitch to the Fable, I guess. So is that Swamp. Okay, Trespasser is at least a good card. So I guess I go Blood Tithe, Trespasser, Crew for you. I think that makes sense. We might still be okay here. This is gonna be close. Let's actually crew this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I like that. Before you go. Yes, Stormy. We could have done that. Maybe we should have done that. I didn't think about that. Just kind of thinking about just getting on the board and getting that 4 damage. But you might be right. The 4 damage might not have been better than getting the Phoenix off the table. Yeah, that's interesting. For sure. Yeah. Another Phoenix there is really disgusting. Yeah, I think you're right, Stormy. I don't think I played it defensively enough. Good news is we still have that line, I guess, but just unfortunate, obviously. Okay, so that would be at a significantly higher life total here. It's alright, though. I still think we can win. Potentially. Thoughtseize is... Is Thoughtseize any good? No, I don't think it is, unfortunately. Alright. Sack this. Kill one of these. Okay, I don't think they have any responses. That's good news. Play this. Eat this. You look away for 1 second. Yeah, I know. Look away for 1 second and things get a little crazy over here. Still think it's a winnable game, though. I really do. We'll see. Treasure Cruise. Oh, Crackling Drake. That is a big problem. I guess no, it's not. I get to harvester it off. Never mind. It's not that bad. Yep, Bank Bussy is indeed doing work. Alright, let's do this. Play this. Kill this. If I crew this, I don't have lethal, so... Dive down 1 time? You are a monster, dude. Just a stone cold monster. I guess I'm supposed to start blooding. Blood again and try to hit another fatal push, I guess. I think I just punch here alone. I'm gonna play this. Okay, so, because I need to be careful about this haul. This thing cannot hit me or I will lose. Yeah, Yummy Crackling Drake. Attack. Eat the Drake. Go. Alright, that's the 4th copy of Pieces. It's pretty tilting, I'm not gonna lie. It's a Brotherhood's End. That is pretty disgusting here. Although, he actually dies if he only Brotherhood's Ends. I didn't see what else he hit, but... Oh, he didn't even take the Brotherhood's End. Interesting. Okay, please do not hit a Phoenix. Thank you. Okay, well, I feel pretty good about where I'm at here, actually. Because I get to play this, crew, fire this up, attack all, like... What an insane game if we end up winning. Obviously, we could still lose, but... Don't feel too bad about where we're at here. Those aren't graveyards off to the side. No, this is the exile zone. And this is frickin' the revealed zone. I'll get rid of that. But opponent in the tank here. What a crazy game this has been. Thought we were pretty dead a few times in it, but we might get out of it. Oh, okay. Did have a Brotherhood's End. He actually needs to not attack here, though. We'll see if he's smart enough to not attack. God dang it, dude. It's a really good play. It's a really good play from the opponent. I mean, I think I still force him to... Well, no, that doesn't work, because then he kills me with Haul. The problem with that play is we just die to a Fire Impulse, but I guess how many does he have left? How many impulses? And 1, 2, 3... So he has 1 impulse... Oh no, he has no impulses left in his deck. And Lightning Axe, he has 3. He has 3 Lightning Axes left and no impulses. Assuming he has 4 axes still. Impulses are gone. It's a tough turn. Axe can't kill my what? I'm sorry? Mac, you like Blood Harvester cycle land. Shouldn't we cycle land first, in case we hit like a Shelly? But I think you're probably right. We'll try that. Wait, hold on. We have a Croxa left in my yard. We still have a Croxa in here we can rebuy. Does that change things? That does, right? What if I just go Croxa, see what he does? Yeah, okay. I didn't understand what you were talking about at all, but yeah, I forgot we had this. Because, yeah, now I can go this, crew, attack, force him to block. And then, yeah, we don't have to worry about X. Yeah. Okay. Play this. Crew up, attack. And I believe I leave the land in hand for the blood. As a treasure cruise, man. So close. I guess this doesn't guarantee I die, but I mean, eventually he's going to find the other Phoenix. He's going to find the 4th Arclight, and I'll die to that, but we'll see, I guess. Okay. Extra turn spell kills me too. Although I don't know if that would even still be in their deck. I don't personally think that one's very good against red-black, but if he gets me with it, he gets me with it, I guess. Oh my goodness. We're going to win this game. Just a very simple block. Alright, I'm just going to F6. Oh, he could have an axe. Oh god, I should have cycled. Oh wait, I get to replay Croxa though. God dang it, dude. Go crew, fire up. He can go axe. Also, just playing this last turn would have won me the game too. I'm just going to do this, I suppose. So he has an axe, but he's going to have to go to no cards. I guess let's use blood. Okay, that doesn't do it. I don't know if that would have been good enough, Stormy. I'm so low on clock that I can't really think about things like this anyway. I'm actually going to pitch the bank. I mean, mean, it's obvious he has it. I can't really go for it here. Because then I just lose. I guess I just do this. Yeah, it comes down to me holding that land. I don't think I was supposed to hold that land like I did. I don't know if that was a good play from him. We'll see. Go ahead. He's just better to chump, but... did he draw the other Phoenix? If he did, I lose. Yeah, he's been missing it for a long time. So it's not like that unreasonable. Oh, man. We had so many outs right there on the blood turn, though, even with not playing that land. But if I just draw a push, the Dreadbore, either of the two Vanishing Verses, which we hadn't seen yet. God. So close. So close.